presentation. My name is Zhan Yi Guan. My matrix number is 930312075038001. I am student from OUMH1303, Penang. The course that I am enrolled now is Bachelor of Business Administration with Honors. As part of my coursework in OUMH1303, English for Oral Communication, I am required to deliver an informative speech with the topic of art and craft. The topic that I would like to present and demonstrate is how to create an attractive Chinese paper cutting. Now, let's get started to our topic. Chinese paper cutting, which is also known as 剪纸, in Chinese is considered one of the most popular China folk art. In 105 AD, a Chinese court officer named Cai Lun created the paper during the Han Dynasty. China used paper as a new medium to make elaborate design and pattern once paper was invented. Paper cuts were originally offered as sacrifice to gods, ancestors, and departed family members. Subsequently, people began to utilize them as ornamental accents for windows, doors, and other surfaces in their home. Nowadays, paper cuts can depict gods, animals, and characters from Chinese opera, while geographic variants allow one to identify between different paper cut styles. Paper cuts from South China are more likely to feature intricate details, whereas those from the Northern China are often bolder and less complex. For instance, Hebei, Shanxi province in northern China are well-known center of paper cutting, whereas Guangdong, Jiangsu, and Zhejiang province are well-known in southern China. Furthermore, there are some influences of Chinese heritage on Malaysian craft. Firstly, Malaysia has included Chinese pattern into Malay crafts such as batik. For instance, batik previously is mostly to be designed for Malay instead of Chinese, since most of the batik producer and designer in Malaysia are Malay. However, some of the batik producers nowadays are Chinese, so that they are including Chinese pattern into the products and increasing the purchasing power of the Chinese consumer on batik products. Secondly, traditional Chinese clothes such as cheongsam has been adapted within Malaysia. The number of Malaysian ladies who wear cheongsam is increasing yearly since most of them consider cheongsam as formal attire for celebration and ceremonies such as Chinese New Year celebration, wedding ceremony, and others. Besides that, the Malaysian producer will incorporate local fabrics and embellishments on the cheongsam to increase its attractiveness. Moreover, there are some factors of creating an attractive Chinese paper cutting. The first factor is being patient during paper cutting process. We must be coming down during the Chinese paper cutting process so that we will not get disturbed by the external issue easily. Furthermore, we should not rush to complete the Chinese paper cutting without following the step because it will cause error on it and decrease the quality of the results. After that, careful is the second factor of creating an attractive Chinese paper cutting. Before we started the Chinese paper cutting process, we must ensure that tools are under good condition since any damage of the tools might affect the quality of the results. Moreover, Chinese paper cutting process is most emphasized on skill issue so that we must be careful to avoid any inaccurate of scale on the Chinese paper cutting. Currently, I will be demonstrating to create true Chinese paper cutting which will be presented in 3D. The translation of Chun in English is spring, while it's carrying auspicious meaning, so that most of the Chinese will be decorating their house by using this word. Furthermore, there are some steps to complete Chun Chinese paper cutting. Firstly, we must prepare a sheet of red square paper, a pencil, and a sharp scissor. We should also ensure that all the tools are in good condition. Secondly, we will be folding the paper along midpoint and all the diagonals after that, we should stand the paper up as a triangle. Furthermore, we will be folding the triangle into the middle and use the pencil to draw out the curve of the Chun. Lastly, the paper will be cutting out by following the shape of the Chun carefully. This is the completely. On the other hand, I will be demonstrating C, Chinese paper cutting, which will be presenting in 2D. The translation of C in English is happiness, while C means double meaning of happiness. Normally, we saw this word in Chinese wedding. The step of C Chinese paper cutting process is lesser, while the tools needed are same as Chun Chinese paper cutting. Firstly, we should fold the paper into smaller pieces, while the second step is drawing the template of C. Lastly, we will be cutting the paper by following the scale of the template. And this is the final. Now, at the last, just for a reminder, during the Chinese paper cutting process, you are reminded to be careful and patient to ensure that the result is accurate and perfect. That's all on my presenting. Thank you.